What is the journey like to be a light in a world that does not always welcome light? In a world that may emphasize pain, violence, retaliation, what does it mean to be a light nevertheless? We'll talk about that in just a moment, but first, I want to say thank you so much for your time, your space, your presence to join me today, and I'd like to invite you for a nice deep breath. So if you're able to, go ahead and close your eyes, and let's take a nice deep inhale together. And hold it. And let go. You know, no one needs to teach us how to be scared, how to respond in fear. Pretty much from day one, we all are conditioned because we've been contaminated or exposed, however you want to look at it, to a world system that has emphasized be afraid and be proactive with your fear by either fighting back or initiating a fight or simply withdraw and hide and pull back and shrink. And instead, I want all of us to remember that we each have been called to be light. And of course, it's not easy. There is a grace that is accessible to us when we slow down and remember that being light is not being called to be something that you're not. It's calling yourself back to who you are. That we each are already created to shine by simply being who we are. It's not based on what you accomplish, what you do, what the outcomes are. It's simply knowing who you are. That we have been born to shine, to ignite one another, to be the hope, the compassion, the patience, the forgiveness, the gentleness, the generosity, the peace that we all are crying out for. Now, because we've been hurt, we know what it's like to have that feeling, that temptation to want to respond with like force. When we see injustice, that we want to respond with equal force. And this is not about right or wrong, what I'm calling and reminding us to be. This is about remembering our essence, that the intention behind whatever we choose to speak, to think, and to ultimately do, may it be guided by the truth that we are light. To elevate an atmosphere takes far more energy than it does to help the atmosphere descend, to be weighted down with the heaviness of hopelessness and frustration and despair. Now, we all feel those things. We all know what it's like to witness or experience trauma. For many of us, we have up close and very personal stories of violence and oppression and those injustices. And yet, here we are with the choice to say, am I going to respond with fear, or as light, as love? It's a choice. And the more we begin to treat ourselves with that compassion and kindness and knowing that we are light, the more we have capacity to extend that to those around us. I think about a mother's heart. For the most part, there is endless capacity to love and to forgive her child. No matter what her child has done, she may be disappointed, she may be angry, she may be upset. There's still unconditional love. Can we still love our spouses, our partners, our friends, our neighbors, and even those that we have not met, and those with whom we disagree, and those who have hurt us? It's a tall order. And the only way we can do it is we come back to know that our root, our core, our essence is one of light. To elevate and be a part of helping us all reach this place of transformation and transcendence together. We all have a dream that we know this world can be far more than what we're experiencing, and we cannot wait for someone else to lead us there. It's up to us to decide in every now moment, in every choice, with intention, who am I? How am I living? What am I expressing? Am I being a light? I ask you to think about all of that, and I invite you to remember who you are. And of course, I send back to you love and light. I see you as love and light, and I thank you so much for your time today. May you have a radiant rest of your day.